So with that being said, Vidcon. Anyone who created Vidcon.
Was the whole point of this to make a documentary and to sell it to Netflix or sell it to somebody and get promotion and make a like it literally, right? That's what it sounds like. Why else would he?
The last scene with Bella and Tana.
And Michael's videographer Phil came to him and was like, everything you filmed this hour to be filmed and we will do everything to get it. You can't have any of your footage, it's for our documentary, blah, blah, blah. And we were like, what? Like,
whatever amount that was sold. And now these 15,000 people are in line with all the VIPs, pushing them, rioting, you know, saying that they have tickets. And that was the biggest problem, people making fake tickets, showing up, whatever.
He's sick of it. I'm so sick of just living a life like...
Okay, what the heck? Is this real life right now? What is going on? This is YouTube's biggest scam. Everyone has been covering this story. I've read a ton on this situation. I've watched hours and hours of footage to what happened during Tanacon, and finally I'm giving my opinion and I'm sharing with you guys a lot of footage. Tanacon was created, of course, by Tana, and it was supposed to be an alternative to Vidcon because she claims that Vidcon doesn't treat its content creators right, its featured content creators, including herself. So what does she decide to do? Screw Vidcon, here's Tanacon, it's going to be bigger and better. And we're going to make it on the same day, and you can literally walk from Vidcon to Tanacon. Well, this went down as one of the biggest scams ever. The question is, whose scam is this?
Bro, guess what? They just canceled Tanacon. Swear to God.
I paid $65 plus tax for a ticket, so will this con be worth it, or will I feel like
in life?
I have it set at 5,200 right now.
I love that for us.
So I feel like 5,200 is a good number.
It would be really, really cool too to have people like outside waiting to get in. Like, people love to be oppressed outside.
None of y'all will believe me, but the guy who scammed Tanacon literally graduated from my school 2 years ago. Are you freaking kidding me here? Look at this guy. This guy's looking all young. Why is everyone ignoring the fact that Tana Mojo literally said that she wanted people waiting outside in Shane's video? Hashtag at Tanacon. Once again, at Tana is only sorry she's in trouble. I love Shane Dawson, but he is so sweet that he gets manipulated so easily. How many times does she have to screw up before she and her god-awful lip injections are canceled? Hashtag Tana for prison.
You can sit on a plane for 12 hours in a seat that doesn't even turn into a bed. The flight attendant also cut us off from drinking wine. Like, I wanted more than 4 bottles of wine, Cindy. This is a 12-hour flight.
Tanacon was managed by Good Times. They were a production company who apparently was the right company to handle an event like this. They've done lots of events. They're a big company. Well, let's go to their websites that I've never even heard of before. I've never seen this thing before. And also in this video, I'm going to reveal the owner of this company. There's so much shocking things that came out of all of this. So here's the Good Times website. It says Good Times is the only place where creators, brands, and supporters join together.
So I went to this convention, you may have heard of it, Tanacon, and it was an absolute disaster.
Oh, it was sunburned too, yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I don't want to.
No, go ahead. It's totally fine.
Oh my god. If I was Tana, I would be to the point where I wanted to literally move out of the country. That's another thing too. I want to talk to Tana and be like, what the fuck were you thinking? Was this your fault? Whose fault was this? And why haven't you figured out a way to fix it?
So the person responsible for this whole thing is, yeah, it's this guy right here.
So the guy who was the CEO of whatever Good Times is. I don't even know if that's a real thing. Is it a company? But in all the footage that people have of Tanacon, like all the crazy chaos, the riots, whatever, you just see this guy with like bleach blonde hair and like a Gucci necklace, scarf thing, and he's just like segueing around the convention.
The CEO of Good Times is known as Michael Weiss.
I know you guys want answers. First off, let me just say I'm sorry for everything that's happened this weekend. Our team did not anticipate everything that's happened. We planned for about 5,000 attendees, and there's a lot of people who came that that kind of made that impossible.
Okay, wait a minute. Who the heck is this guy? He looks really young to be running an event. Is this the scam artist? And also, what do you mean you planned for 5,000 people? It has now been known by an official police report that the venue Tanacon was being hosted at, which is the Marriott, it only holds 1,150 people. In the press release from the City of Garden Grove Police Department, it also shows that 4,000 tickets were sold. So Tanacon was apparently hosted by this guy who owns his really big company. How old is he? Well, we're about to find out. Well, this young kid with bleached hair is the one that might have created the biggest YouTube scam ever. Also, why does it seem like the tickets were sold before the venue was even confirmed? Something doesn't seem right. Things aren't adding up here. This is just a huge scam. Shane Dawson has been doing an amazing documentary series on his channel right now. I highly recommend you guys go watch it. I'll put the link in the description below. There's part 1, there's part 2, there's part 3. I think it's one of the most amazing things I've seen in a long time. And it's not even on Netflix. It's really well put together, explains a lot. There's so much more to talk about. Take a look at what this person tweeted. So he's suing the Marriott because they lied about capacity. But there's f***ing footage of him saying they told him capacity is around 1,000 and saying let's do 5,200 or f*** it, no capacity, what the f***. He signed off on 1,000, so how is he gonna sue when he signed the contract? LMAO. After that, and the security part, he's the liar in my eyes. Tana and her team should have gone with their gut, but they were too far in at that point. But she knew about capacity too. She also went along with it. She was in the room when she said people love to be oppressed. She knew about the contract that said 1,200 people. She knew.
I have it set at 5,200 right now.
I love that for us.
So I feel like 5,200 is a good number.
It would be really cool to have people like outside waiting to get in.
Like, people love to be oppressed outside.
5,000 people would have had a good time. You both knew this wasn't gonna work.
But what is capacity?
The hotel told him 1,200, but obviously
In like the main ballroom. I have it set at 5,200 right now.
I love that for us.
I can also kind of just like set no capacity and then just be like, okay, we're gonna sell it out when we sell it out.
This is one of the biggest YouTube scams ever, and I actually feel really sad for everyone who had to go through this, all the fans, and everyone who spent thousands of dollars flying into the event, and those people who got sunburned so badly, like 3rd-degree burn.
5 hours. As you can see, I am burnt. Actually, this hurts.
This event was for fans to meet their favorite YouTubers, but it seemed like old buddy Michael Weist came in and scammed these teenagers out of their money. Also, when I found out how young this kid was, I was shocked.
You don't understand, Shane. It is so heartbreaking, and I'm going to lose everything. Like, everything. And...
Can I ask you a personal question?
Yeah.
How old are you?
21.
Oh my god.
Okay, holy shit. This kid is 21 years old. How would a 21-year-old with a company no one has even heard of run a major event like this? This kid was telling so many lies, it's not even funny. As soon as the event was over, Michael Weist got on a plane and he just ran away.
I wanted to be rude.
Basically, we don't know. We're waiting on Tana's management team to give us an approval on what we're trying to do. That was supposed to be done at 1:30, like the tweet said. Jordan has still not texted us back. We're still waiting on management from Tana's team to say.
This guy just has so much BS coming out of his mouth. He said he's waiting for Tana's team to make the move. This announcement came as day 1 of Tanacon was canceled. Right now, it is also believed that Michael Weist wanted this event to fail, and there might be proof of this.
Like, do I talk about the fact that I was lied to about like venue and capacity sizes? Do I talk about the fact Michael literally got people from Anaheim, like Marriott, to lie to me about that? Do I say those things, or do I just take full blame? Home right after, and like left all of us here without transportation back to LA, and like all the like people and like all that kind of stuff.
Michael also mentioned that he is going to sue the Marriotts because they allowed this event to happen. This is just this kid being too young and immature and not understanding this whole situation. Michael has been throwing Tana under the bus and now wants to also put blame on the Marriotts. Michael said that he is the last person who wanted this event to fail, but there are many things that tell me otherwise. I think he wanted this to fail, and the reason is because he wants to create a documentary. Why? Because he's going to make a lot of money from this documentary. Think about it. Who really wants to watch a documentary of an event that goes smoothly?
It's awesome. Everyone needs to stop being negative because this is an awesome ass event. If you don't say you're gonna have a good time, time, you're gonna have a good time.
Yeah.
No, I want to see chaos. I want to see drama. If things went into chaos and you're able to film the whole thing from the beginning, it's going to lead to a pretty decent documentary. I don't think this documentary that this Michael guy is creating, I'm not sure if I'll even watch it. I don't care to watch his perspective. I think Shane Dawson's version of the whole thing is the most unbiased, and I think it was really well put together. Okay, that clip, I'm not 100% sure that was Tana running away, but those are some pretty insane moves. Hopefully Michael scumbag uses that footage for his documentary. Right now, Michael is trying to own the rights to all of Tana's footage that she filmed during Tanacon and all the footage leading up to it. I think someone needs to be held responsible for this mess up, and I'm pretty sure you're not going to be owning the rights to anyone's videos anytime soon, just for your frickin' documentary. Like, she hates you.
Bankruptcy is going to probably ruin my life for the next 7 years.
Well, I'm glad that we're doing this.
The liability falls on me, and not Tana, not anyone else, me.
This part, Michael was so defeated, he actually incriminated himself. I bet that this clip will be used in court when he tries to sue the Marriott, which I don't really think is going to happen. And this footage will be used against Michael, his own footage. What an idiot.
It's your mom's real estate money and you have plenty of it and you've scammed them and then, like...
That is so disgusting.
6 months ago, you stopped working on all their stuff to work on Tanacon just to make money off of me.
You know that I loved you. I trusted you, and here we are in this situation.
Okay, things get even crazier. I don't get how he is going to be able to sue the Marriott if he actually signed a contract, and we have proof of this. We've seen the contract, because he signed where he acknowledges that he's only allowed 1,000 people at the hotel. Apparently, there wasn't even a proper permit either to run this event. Michael has been playing the sympathy card and has been telling everyone that this event cost him his life, all of his money. He's gonna go bankrupt. He's gonna lose his house. This kid's 21 years young, and apparently he doesn't even have a house. It's his parents' house that he lives in, and also apparently the company he owns, Good Time, it's not a good time because he's been talking about how it's been so successful and how big it is. Well, after Shane Dawson has been doing some digging into it, he finally admitted it. He said Good Time, it's only himself. He's the only employee. There's nobody else. And everyone is just interns. I mean, what a joke. He was just an image guy. Also for the security team, only $60,000 was paid. Seems like a lot, but in comparison, it's not really. He said that there was 91 security guards, but there's only 25, which is only half of the amount of security guards you actually need to host an event for 5,000 people. Vidcon has around 25,000 people, and they spent $1 million in security just to put the whole thing into perspective for you guys. So for this event, 60,000 is not enough to keep people safe. And rumor has it that a lot of these security guards hired weren't even security guards. What the heck?
So I got a hold of the contract between the Marriott and Good Times, and the contract stated that there was only going to be 1,000 people, and Michael signed it. Now I talked to both Tana and Michael about this.
One of the biggest questions is what happened to all the money that was generated from all the ticket sales? Well, all the amount of money was made was around $325,000, and Michael, I guess, wanted to be an image guy. He used the company Veeps. Veeps actually just started this company. It's a startup company, and Tanacon was their first client. Well, listen to this.
If anything went wrong or tickets needed to be refunded, the funds would have to come from Good Times, and Michael signed that contract. And then Michael explained to me that he is Good Times, just him.
How many people work at Good Times?
He wants to make Good Times seem a lot more than it is.
Michael is in a lot of trouble. I think he should pay for everything that has happened, and not only the sales and the tickets, but people's flights coming in. People spend a lot of money. And Tana should also take responsibility as well. I don't know if she has to pay back everything. I don't think she's responsible for that. Tana is only 20 years old, and she was just way over her head on this one. And she just turned 20. She was a teenager while she was planning this whole event. This event only came to light 2-3 months ago before the event even even happened. I'm pretty sure that's not enough time to run, you know, a proper event and keep everyone safe. There was even someone who was rushed away by ambulance. It was pretty scary. And during crunch time, Tana decided to go on vacation. I mean, what the heck? Also, Tana was partying right after her first night of Tanacon was shut down. So instead of figuring out a venue option for the second night to continue it, or figure another day in the year that they could continue Tanacon, she decided that that wasn't for her. She decided to go party at a Vidcon event. There was a party called Studio 71 party. I've been to it many, many times, and she decided to just go there and have some fun.
It's not open.
It's 11 p.m. We're still calling venues. It's 2 a.m. We're still calling venues. Do you know where Tana and are? At Studio 71 party. Yeah. Not to throw her under the bus. And I'm like really trying not to be like attacking. Tana, what do you want to do?
Here's what others had to say about this whole thing. Hashtag KeemCon will hold 5 people. We expect 40,000. I'm still confused. Tana fake crying for 41.04 seconds, minutes straight. Honestly, I think Tana is really good at fake crying. She's done it 1,000 times, and her and Shane's new video is just another example. I've honestly been more invested in Shane Dawson's Tanacon documentary than I've been in any TV show in years. All right, let's find out from others what they think about this whole thing. You know, Charlotte's been covering this on Information Overload, which is Canada's biggest news YouTube channel. You guys should check it out. But what do you think about this whole thing? It's been insane.
It was just like so poorly planned, and like these people are just kids. Like they seem like they've never done anything like this before. They didn't get lawyers to look over the contract. It just sounds like excuse after excuse after excuse. And like I feel bad that like Michael has to like maybe have to pay people back now, but like
I don't feel bad for him.
You don't feel bad for him?
Well, he lied about the whole thing. You know, his company, it's only like Good Time. It's only him.
Oh,
like,
is it?
It's not even a company.
It's not even a company.
So he lied. He said like there's a massive company. I make all this kind of money.
But didn't Tana lie too then?
They did. They both lied.
Just lied.
They both lied. But he's the one that's like running the whole event.
Yeah, he's the only person running a business. He doesn't know what the hell he's doing.
But he lied so much. Like Good Times is a big company, and it's just him.
Yeah, I think he was lying to big himself up. I think that's what it was. I don't think he meant to hurt anyone. I just think he
But why would he film a documentary?
Because he wants money.
He wants those third-degree sunburns, because that makes for a documentary.
Well, it is her name. Like she should be taking some responsibility for it. She trusted a 21-year-old kid with a huge event that was hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of people's money. Like you can't just deflect blame onto everybody else because it's not her responsibility.
I think she was scammed too, though. I think he came in with like a big image because he has a big team.
Yeah,
but it's all interns and friends.
Oh, so like he faked it.
He faked it. Like he came in like he was well dressed and everything. I think he had like a mansion, like a big house. I think she went to the house. I think it's his parents' house. But like it's just, it doesn't matter age, I guess. It's just like this guy is like, this is what I do. I've been doing this for like years.
I don't think he set out wanting it to fail. I think he wanted it to be a success, but they even spoke about it behind the scenes that they both wanted people outside because that was huge for them, like lineups outside.
Well, for Tana, it's probably a good idea to have people outside because it's like, you know, like you go to bars and stuff, they actually hold the line to make an appearance, right?
Exactly.
The whole thing's an image thing for her.
Yes.
But for him, he's agreeing with it, but he's probably thinking there's going to be something that's going to be crazy out in the lines, like fights, or there's something, and it's going to be a good documentary. I mean, we can only wait and see what it is.
They're both responsible, and they need to both take responsibility.
300,000 is a lot of money.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
He is responsible because it was his company and he was the one that was supposed to manage it all. But she has some blame.
I think she has some blame.
Yeah.
But when it comes to paying money, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Because she hired a professional.
Yeah, and he wasn't professional.
And he wasn't professional. Do you think they should refund the people as well who flew in? This one person spent like $2,000.
I feel like she should hold a free meet and greet and pay for it herself. And then I also feel like she should refund or do something nice for the fans, like do giveaways or just like anything to like compensate them if she can.
He shouldn't have signed a contract with that ticket company.
Yeah, that sucks. That was a bad business move.
That was the worst thing he could have done.
You shouldn't, yeah. Like, what if it thunders out, rain? Like, it's just something happens. That's why you need insurance. They should have gotten insurance of some kind.
Yeah.
And also, do you think he's going to sue the Marriott?
He said he is. but I don't think he will because he doesn't really have a leg to stand on.
And you need money to sue, and apparently he doesn't have
apparently
money.
he's got nothing.
Is it gonna get worse? Is it gonna get worse
I think
from
it'll
here?
get worse, and I think it's all because of Shane's videos.
Yeah.
It's really blown it up.
All right, well, that is where we are going to end this very, very long video. I wanted to make sure that I covered as much aspects, different perspectives on this video for you guys to keep you guys informed. I'm not sure what the heck's going on. At the end of the day, Michael, I think he's got to pay for everything. Tana just really poor decisions. And I know she invested a lot of her money. I think she's going to lose all the money. And but at least she's apologizing to everyone. She wants to do right. And this Michael guy, he should just bankrupt and just, I don't know, it's insane. He's so young and he was way over his head. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.